Water in a tank will flow out a small hole in the bottom faster when the tank is nearly full than when it is nearly empty. According to Torricelli's law, the height h of water remaining at time t is a quadratic function of t. A certain tank is filled with water and allowed to drain. The height of the water is measured at different times as shown in the following table. We are going to find the quadratic polynomial that best fits this data, and we're going to draw a graph of the polynomial together with the scatter plot. So let's pull up the graphing calculator and press Stat, press 1 for Edit, and my lists are already clear. If you need to clear your list, simply go up, use the up arrow, press Clear, then Enter, and that will clear your list. So I'm going to enter 0, down arrow, 4, down arrow, 8, 12, and 16. Then I'm going to use the right arrow to go over to list 2, enter 5, 3.1, 1.9, 0.8, and 0.2. Now, to find the quadratic polynomial that best fits this data, I am again going to press Stat, go over to Calc with the right arrow, and choose number 5, the quadratic regression. Now I need to say which lists, and so I press second 1, which gives me L1, then press the comma, and second 2 for L2. So the quadratic regression is between list 1 and list 2, and we press Enter. And so we get 0.01205 as our A, negative 0.49036 as our B, and 4.96571 as our C. And so we can go back and enter the quadratic polynomial as 0.01205x squared minus 0.49036 x plus 4.96571. And the last digit in my A was a 5, in case that you could not read that. So now I'm going to go back to the calculator. I'm going to go to second stat plot, turn on plot 1 by pressing 1, and then enter where the cursor is blinking on the on. And I think everything else is correct this time, but check yours. It should say that it's the scatter plot that we're graphing. It should say L1 and L2 are X list and Y list, and then we can simply press the enter. I'm going to go to the window and notice that the window should be set from x min of -1 to x max of 20, y min of 0 to y max of 6. And now we can press graph, and we see the scatter plot. And now we're going to go back to the y equals screen, and there is no built-in variable for the quadratic regression equation as there is for the linear regression equation, but we can copy the a, b, and c into our quadratic function here in order to graph it. So we're going to go var, and then we're going to go 5 for statistics. We're going to go over twice to the EQ menu, and you'll see that number 2 is the variable a. So we're going to press number 2. Then we're going to see the letter a there. We're going to press the x squared. Then we're going to press plus, even though the b is a negative, we're going to put a plus here because otherwise we'd have minus a negative, which would make it a positive. And then go back to the var 5, right arrow, this time pick up 3 for b, press the x variable again, and then plus var 5, right arrow, and 4 for c. And then press graph, and the values of those 3 variables are copied in the y equal screen for the variable y1.